Students, in the previous video we came to know that the narrator and other crewmen's situation was once again disparate by the dawn of 5th January. Now we shall read in this video what the narrator did, how he consoled his children, and what he did to save the uh, vessel. Let us read. When I went in to comfort the children, John asked, Daddy, are we going to die? I tried to assure him that we could make it. But Daddy, he went on, we are not afraid of dying if we can all be together, you and Mummy, Sue and I. The narrator went in to comfort his children as the situation had worsened. So the narrator thought that the children should also be comforted as they would have been horrified. When he went in, his son, 6-year-old son Jonathan, asked him if they were going to die. The narrator tried to assure him, but his son added that they were not afraid of dying. If all of them, means the narrator, his son, the narrator's wife Mary, that is his son's mother, and Sue, his sister, he said that if all of them were together, he was not horrified of dying. I could find no words with which to respond, but I left the children's cabin determined to fight the sea with everything I had. To protect the weakened starboard side, I decided to heave to with the undamaged port hull facing the oncoming waves, using an improvised sea anchor of heavy nylon rope and two 22-liter plastic barrels of paraffin. The narrator here describes that when he heard his son's determination that he was not horrified of dying, he was not afraid of dying, the narrator decided that he should fight the sea with whatever things he had. He should try his best, and without answering, without making any response, he returned and determining that he would fight the sea with everything that he had. And so, in order to protect the vessel, in order to protect the weakened starboard side, that is the right side that had broken, the narrator decided to heave to with the undamaged port hull, the port hull that had been undamaged, though the starboard side had been damaged badly, but the port hull had not been damaged, and so the narrator decided to use that. Using an improvised sea anchor, he used an improvised sea anchor using heavy nylon ropes, and he used 22-liter plastic barrels of kerosene. That evening, Mary and I sat together holding hands as the motion of the ship brought more and more water in through the broken planks. We both felt the end was near. The same evening, the narrator and his wife Mary sat together. They held their hands and they thought that their end was near as they had been the life partners. So they sat together thinking how they should save the boat as the water was coming more and more in the boat through the broken planks. But Wavewalker rode out the storm, and by the morning of January 6, with the wind easing, I tried to get a reading on the sextant. Sextant is a type of thing that is used to know about the condition of sea and about the axis. But Wavewalker rode out the storm, and by the morning of January 6, with the wind easing, I tried to get a reading on the sextant. By the morning, the winds stopped, they became slow, and the narrator thought that he should read on the sextant. So he went back in the chart room. Back in the chart room, I worked on wind speeds, changes of course, drift, and current in an effort to calculate our position. The narrator went back in the chart room. He worked there on the speeds of the wind, and he also noticed the waves. He noticed the changes of course. The best I could determine was that we were somewhere in 150,000 kilometers of ocean looking for a 65-kilometer wide island. The narrator thought that the best they could do was that to determine where the island was only 65-kilometer wide and they had been in a sea which was 150,000 kilometers wide and long. While I was thinking, Sue, moving painfully, joined me. When the narrator was thinking, his daughter Sue, who was in great pain, joined the narrator. She came to him. The left side of her head was now very swollen and her blackened eye narrowed to slits. The left side where she had got injury, the left side of her head was swollen alarmingly and her eye had narrowed to small slits. She gave me a card she had made. The daughter had made a card. She gave it to the narrator. On the front, she had drawn caricatures of Mary and me with the words. On the front of the card, she had made cartoons of her mother and the narrator, who was her father. Here are some funny people. Did they make you laugh? I laughed a lot as well. She had written on it that there were some funny people, and she wanted to know if they had made him laugh. The narrator had a lot of laugh as well. Inside was a message. Oh, how I love you both. So this card is to say thank you and let's hope for the best. Somehow we had to make it. Now, when the narrator opened the card, he found that his daughter had written that she loved them both, means she loved her father and mother both, and she also added that that card was to thank them, to thank the narrator and his wife that they were trying their best to save them and somehow they had to make it. Dear students, remaining in the next video.